Hey, good morning, optimists. What is going down? It is a wonderful day to see you guys all here again, to see your smiling faces and all that fun stuff. Let's get some music on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, all right. We can jam to this. All right, cool. Let's make sure we ain't muted. All right, yeah. Okay, we good. That's a little loud. A little loud. All right, let's vibe a little bit. Let's vibe with me. All right. All right. We're taking a look at the markets this morning, and it's pretty sideways. So let's go ahead and jump these charts. I don't like this view. I like this one. That this one here. All right. Let's go. Not there. That's our Discord group. Super awesome group. All right. So this is taking a look at the 20-day market, and you can see I wonder if we could just remove all these drawings at once. That'd be great. Um, so you can see on the chart here over the last like 20 days, definitely we dropped. First, like no question. All right, so this here was like around the beginning of September. This was September 13th. Um, we were up at 4170 something, 4175 or so. But you can see how much we've dropped. I mean, we've dropped like $600 since then. Okay. So over the last like 2-3 weeks, we've basically just had this like stair climb going down. Um, Obviously, huge drop this day and continued drop for plenty of days after that. A little bit of a bounce and then more dropping. And then a little bit more of a bounce and then even more dropping, topping down, or I should say bottoming out at 35.71 and popping back up from there up to the and rejecting pretty heavily at 3800. So now here we are. Let's get zoomed in here a little bit on this. Now here we are on these last like 10 days or so. What day is this? It's so hard to find the dates on here, man. I always look at the wrong spot. So this is like just Friday, right? This is like October 3rd. I don't even think that was Friday. I don't know what day that was. It was Monday. This is Monday, all the way down here. And we've basically been kind of ripping since Monday, bouncing up here. So you can see, actually, we actually crossed over the 50 and 200 moving average. I got to clean this chart up, man. This chart is just dirty. It's just dirty. There's just too much going on here. And it's because we're always trading like there we go, remove old drawings. Let's remove anything from the last 21 days. Yeah. Let's get all that out of there. Let's clean this up. It's so dirty because I'm just like usually I think we're gonna need to go back further than that. It's so like cluttery just because I'm always trading on the 1 minute chart. Can we only go back 30 days? Wow, the maximum is 30. Anyway, all right. So you can see right here in this spot here. Right there. That we actually got this 50-200 crossover here just a couple of days ago. This was 2 days ago. We got this crossover. And since then, we've pretty much been ripping up, pull back here to this 50. This is on the daily chart, by the way, or the hourly chart. We pulled back to this 50, popped up off that, and ran up yesterday to get rejected yet again at 3,800, just a little above it, like 38.16, 38.17, etc. And we did pop up over these highs. Now we're pulling back today, and we're actually pulling below the 50 moving average. And if you look down here in the TTM, down here in the bottom, if you look down here in the TTM, we're actually dropping, going red on the TTM. So we've been cooling off for the last. Oh, man, that's better. I was like as low as it goes in the freaking thing, you know. But look how much volume. Look how much volume we've got these last like 2 hours. Like compare that to I guess this one here was 7 o'clock yesterday. We had a lot of volume there, but then the volume kind of died off a little bit, and then came back up toward the end of the day. And today we're starting out with a lot of volume, and we're pretty much just been dropping today. So I'm gonna go out to like a start with 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart, you can also see that we're continuing to pull back too. So we basically had this sort of like this pop and drop where I think Michael Burry called it a dead cat bounce. A lot of people are calling this a dead cat bounce, but we're basically had this multi-day run up, almost $300 that the ES ran up for the last couple of days. But now on the 5-minute chart, you can see the 50 crossing below the 200 moving average and continuing to push downward. Even when we popped up here, we popped up, ran into the 200 moving average and rejected. We're continuing to drop. And this is on the 5-minute chart. So if we jump out to the 3-minute chart, we can also see the downward trend. Now the real cue is how far are these going to drop? At least that's the cue on today, because we're basically trading sideways. And when we're trading sideways, what we're really looking for is it's sort of like range trading. We're looking for these like trend reversals and then trend reversals to the downside. So trend reversal up and a trend reversal down. And we want to trade at the beginning of that trend reversal, right where that dip, that like U shape happens, whether it's U going up or U going down, it doesn't matter. So that's really what we're looking for. And on the 3-minute chart, you can actually see we're switching over to yellow on the TTM. So we're beginning to build up some momentum on the trend reversal here, a potential trend reversal. It is 7:30 though, so this trend reversal could be closer to the top of the hour, like 8 o'clock. Let's go ahead and take a look at this on the 1-minute chart. With the 1-minute chart, we've got the possible crossover going on here. But on the 1 minute, you can see we're outside of the Bollinger Band, even though we're stepping into the yellow. I think that if we do pop up, our pop-up likely will hit this 35 and probably reject off that. Now let's take a look at the next thing, which is the extension away from the volume and average price. So VWAP is at 37.85. Now, remember my experience, I'm looking at about $50 in either direction for full extension. So that means 37.35 is really kind of like what I believe that we're potentially looking at for the bottom of the day. A long way off. I was like down here, like past this like 37.35 right there. So we got a ways to go toward the downside. Now, one of the things that I'm looking at here on this TTM is momentum. So we went from -4 to -3.5 to -2.5, and that's our current one. So I can see us getting a bounce. Like I said, a potential rejection at the 35. Look at that. Literally tapped the 35. Just kissed it. And it's rejecting off of that. Now, 9 is still below the 12, which means we're still kind of in this bullish move. Or bearish move. Sorry, bearish. 9 is when the 9 is below the 12. We're moving bearish. On the 1-minute chart. On the short time frame. So we ended that one at 2.8, and now we're at 2.1. There's actually pretty decent potential here. I don't like that it's outside of the band, but that's okay. Probably going to be looking at scalps today, which we just took one there. Up 375 today in the sim. I still haven't gone back to an evaluation yet because I'm really trying to dial in this strategy and dial in the capability of being able to be like, all right, today's a scalping day, today's a momentum trade day, and just really pounding that into my subconscious. And that's really my goal. Is I want to be able to just trade my sleep, basically, which If you guys watched the stream last couple of days, I kind of did. This last couple of days, man, I was just exhausted. I finally got some sleep last night, some like good, healthy sleep, which I think is probably coming through in the rate at which I'm speaking. Okay, going from 2.1 to 1.0 on the TTM. This is looking really strong for momentum. And so we're going to bump this up to 8 ticks, which is still, in my opinion, a little bit of a scalp move, but that's okay. Joining the bid here. Looking for a come up and looking for a slight push back past the 35, just to like pop up through it. How much time we got left in this candle? We've got only a couple of seconds left on this candle. Cut it right there. Made 312.50 off that one. Up 687.50 on the day. Man, this is getting fun, like, to me. Like, just because we've been like really accurate at determining where that momentum is, where support and resistance lines are, and how much the 35. This is actually kind of surprising to me because on stocks, the 35 is an area of respect. But in futures, like the 35 is like such a strong support and resistance zone. I mean, look at this. Like, let me just get in here. Look at this. Where that candle closed, it closed exactly on the 35. Where this one rejected, it rejected exactly at 35. Now where we're bouncing, exactly off the 35. Like, look at how accurate that 35 is for support and resistance. It's really kind of crazy, actually. Okay, so we did get the 9 crossover. It looks like we're getting the 12 crossover, and we're getting the cyan switch here on the TTM. Now we're looking at rejection off the 50 moving average. I'm going to join the bid there. I'm going to lower the sell price, though, down right here. So I got my sell price pretty much right at the 50, which we got there. Now we're up $1,000 in the day out of just 20 contracts. Okay, so that's just 20 contracts. Now let's do the math on that. Figure out what our fees are on the day. Okay, so that's 20 times 4.36. So that's $87.20 minus our $1,000 that we got. So we're up $912.80 in the sim today. Pretty dang good. I definitely want to be able to take this exact strategy that I've really been dialing in this last like 10 days or so, and I want to take it to the evaluation. I have not done that yet because I want this to be as accurate as just beautiful as possible. Just taking a look here. All right, so got a couple people watching, and I just want to say that I love and appreciate the few of you guys that are watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already, because that stuff really does help the channel grow, and I love and appreciate you guys for it. All right, getting a pullback here off that 50. I also love this 50 as well because of the support and resistance capability that it gives us in futures. The other thing that the 50 and this guy here, the green line, the other thing the 50 does for us is it helps us determine, it sort of gives us the ability to be able to look at like moving average crossovers from a longer term perspective. So when the 50 crosses above or below the 200 moving average, it really lets us know that, hey, this is going to be the direction for a while. And so, let's adjust our strategy accordingly. To me, it's not necessarily an entrance indicator as much as it's an indicator for us to determine our strategies. Although on cryptocurrency, I love the 50-200 moving average crossover because it is one of the most powerful crossover moves, especially for trading Bitcoin. All right. Getting a hammer candle here is looking nice. I want 8 ticks. I'm going to go for 4. All right, now here's the question. A really important one. Do we bounce off this blue 35? It looks like we're going to. I'm not going to enter a trade here. TTM's looking nice. TTM went from 3 to 4. But bouncing off of this 35 is incredibly crucial. You see right now we're currently rejecting it, but do have a couple seconds left in the candle. So I'm going to hold back on that, let this candle finish. We finished below the 35. Now pulling up, and I want to see this rip up through the 35. Still not going to enter here. And the reason why is because I want this 35 really to be the proving the the point at which it proves itself. So I want this to actually pull up and hold this 35 zone. Even though there's definitely a trade op here, like I could like try and scalp through this, but I'm looking for really definite moves. To be completely honest, I know it's a little unrealistic, but I'm looking for 100% accuracy in my trading. Because trading to me, it's really like a video game, you know, like it really kind of is. And it's just like, you know, how good can you get at the video game? Okay, so we went from 3.7 to 4.8 to now 5.7. Huge move here. Going for a bigger range and looking for an entry off of this 50 moving average. Joining the bid right there. And would you look at that? Right as I talk about 100% accuracy with this pullback here. So I did get a decent entry though, off of 71.25, and cutting it right there, taking another 250 in profit, puts us up at 1250 on the day. TTM's looking strong AF. We went from 3.7 to 4.8 to 5.9. That's a factor of 1.1, dude. That's so much. Like what this is communicating to me with that TTM, like that's communicating to me that there's a lot of buyers kind of piling in right now. That doesn't necessarily mean that people aren't going to take profit, and you can already see this little bit of cooling and capitulation right here at this 50 moving average. That's why it's so important, that 50 moving average. But one thing that I also look for, you can see that it's kind of ranging in between this 35 and that 50. That range in between that 35 and the 50 is pretty important, because a lot of times this communicates that we're going to see that pop to the upside. Now, it's not a guarantee, as with anything in trading. There's no such thing as a guarantee at all. But that right there, that move, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We got 15 seconds left from this candle, and this guy is ripping. New breakout. Off 50. Huge move. And now I'm just going to look for a pullback to 75 or so. We want to see it hold 75. 37.75 is the area that we want to see this hold. Doesn't look like we're going to get that pullback, but we can take some scalps through here, I think. A little late. That right there, that rip, that's actually the move that I was looking for here on this doji, which the one where we took $250 in profit. Get a move all the way up to the 200 moving average, and even testing volume weighted average price. I'm gonna remove this line because it seems a little random. Look at that move. It was like $8. I was like 32 points or ticks, whatever you want to call it. 9 above 12, both crossing above the 50. 35 about to cross above the 50 is looking nice for a turn reversal. Real nice for a turn reversal. Let's see. Let's see if we get above the volume and average price. So we've had 2 moves so far. This one, a big one. Time on this candle, we got about 20 seconds. Now we're getting a pullback. TTM though went from 5.6 to 6.7 to 7.9 to 8.7. That's crazy. Tried to get entrance there. I missed it. I'm gonna cut that. I didn't even get the enter. I was looking for a little pop. So this 200 moving average now, this red line, this 200 simple moving average, by the way, just for reference. This 200 SMA is going to be our next area of resistance. And so I would be looking for a potential pullback as far as around the 9 EMA. So that'd be like an entrance off of 37.75 and a pop up from there. So right now we're at about 37.80, and it's definitely looking nice for longs. Even on this red candle, we're continuing to stack on the TTM. We got like 5 seconds left on this candle. Now we're looking for this 1 minute candle to make a new high, and looks like we're getting it. So now I'm looking for a pop up towards the volume weighted average price, which it may have already happened, because you can see right there it popped up a little bit. TTM slowing down. And reduce this to 3 ticks. New candle. I don't like that this one opened red. Ready to cut it. $15 seconds left on this. Slight green on that candle for a second. Just like flashed it. What's the TTM doing? 10.8 to 11.1. Cutting it there. Took a pretty hefty loss on that one. So this is something that this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about fixing. Is this exact type of situation where oh man, look at that. Could have potentially held that, but it bounced literally like right off the 9. So our peak of the day, we were up $1,250. Look at that fat loss. I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh man, I could have held that. Could have maintained our accuracy. But now we're in this zone where I can't really trade. We did miss a lot of this move, which I'm a little unhappy about. But we did get a lot in here, which is good. So at this point, we were up $1,250. So now we're looking at this volume and average price, and it's little things like that right there. That's the exact type of thing that's actually kind of hurt my account over the long run. Is we'll trade really well, and then we'll have like one big fat loss, and it's really because we're taking a high risk, high reward, but also it's high risk. So TTM slowed down tremendously. And so we went from Like this is really where it started slowing down, was like right here, right on this green. Because we went from 10 to 10.8 to 11.1 to 11.1. Uh, and then now we're getting kind of a pullback on the TCM. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if this pulls back to like 37.75. But we are getting a lot of support here along this line, along the 200 moving average. And we even got this doji form in here. But right now it's sideways, and I don't want to trade sideways movement. I don't want to trade consolidation because I want to trade breakouts like this. I want to trade breakouts that are moving like that, because that's actually going to give me the most opportunity to be able to take advantage of price movement. So how you guys doing out there today? Red, green? I'm going to check the 3-minute chart now just to check some trends. 3-minute actually has a possible crossover. And on the 3, we're actually still yellow on the TTM. And we actually just switched, got a cyan switch on the 3-minute chart. So this is looking better on the 3-minute chart actually than it does on the 1 at the moment, which gives me some confidence to take a trade here. I'm gonna go for kind of a little bit of a swing, but I want to get a better entry than where we're at now. I'm gonna see if I can get an entry off of like 81. We missed that entry like slightly. Will we get it? Will we get it? Okay, there's the entry off of 81. And I'm looking for a long here, but I may have to hold this one a little bit longer because I'm actually playing off this 3-minute chart here. So on this 3-minute chart, this last one was at 7:57, so the next one's going to be at 8 o'clock for the next candle. And this is actually a pretty new candle. It just started like a minute ago. So we're looking at getting out at 84. Which is literally like at the view up. So we're gonna get out like right at the volume weighted average price. But really great entry. There we go. Back up at $1,125 on the day. Whoa! Look at that rip! Wowzers! Oh my gosh! Now our entrance was off at 81. This thing ripped all the way up to 88. $7. 7 times 4. That's 28 ticks in a single candle. Dude, that is nuts. That is just nuts. And you know what though? Look at this. If we check this out on the 3-minute chart, the 3-minute chart actually predicted this. Okay? 3-minute chart predicted this because this was switching over to cyan. All right. And then we were getting this crossover move right here with the 1226 crossover. And it was in that possible crossover zone. The 9 is above the 12, and you actually get the 35 crossing above the 26 there too. So really, like the 3-minute chart actually saw this coming. But on the 1-minute chart, it was difficult to trade that. So I'm really trying to focus on trading multi-time frame charts right now with futures. It's really been helpful. It's just not the same situation with stocks. It's a little bit different. So we're like exactly 8 o'clock, and probably going to get some continued momentum to the upside here. Nice trend reversal at the top of the hour. Really great switch over here. This began to happen. This switch over really happened around kind of like right when the stream started, like right around like 7:35. So just a couple minutes after the stream started, and we ended up trading all the way up to $1,250 here. Lost like $900 here or something like that. So we were up at like $312.50 or something on the day, and then we just took a $750 pop right there with that rip through the VWAP. So up $1,125 a day, and 35 contracts traded. So that means we spent 152.60 in fees minus our 1125. Now, so that puts us up 972.40 on the day. I know that's not as good as it was when we were down here, when we were up $1,250 at 20 contracts. But sometimes you just got to take the good with the bad. And my goal actually with trading is to start getting to about $4,000 a day in futures market on the sim. I do also want that in the evaluation, of course, because that's actually real money that I can take home. On 3-minute chart, by the way, we went from 1 to 5, and then TTM. There's huge momentum. So we're getting this hammer candle pullback. So that's really kind of my goal, but I've been really struggling to get above like $1,200 or like $1,250 right in that area. Like yesterday, our peak of the day was like 1325 or 1250 or something right in there, and then we ended up trading down because we overtraded. Same situation that you saw today. We got up to 1250, and then we took a fat loss, brought us back down into the 300s, and then had to work our way back up. So really, like I said, I'm really trying to get to 100% accuracy. Today we've only had one loss. That means out of 35 contracts traded, we only had 5 contracts that went bad. We're getting a big pullback here off of that 88 level, off of that right here, which we actually had this previously drawn in from a different day. And it's kind of funny how much the support and resistance zones just continue to carry pretty much forever. And as futures is a little bit different than stocks, because the stocks a lot of times are going for like that 25-cent level, that 50-cent level or whatnot. And in futures, it's like weird numbers. Like you can see that resistance right there at 37.88. And so it's just kind of funny to notice that those kinds of things. This TTM went from 1 to 4, so we've just got to close in that 3-minute, and then here we are in the next one. We're at 6.5. So we are still continuing to gather momentum on the TTM on the 3-minute chart. Now, the 5-minute chart, there's another potential move here. We've got a possible crossover coming to the 5. On the 5-minute chart, TTM went from 16 to 14 to 11. So we still got a little bit of ways to go before this crossover happens and before this TTM decides to switch. 9 is above 12 on the 5, just barely. Getting pullback now to that EMA 35 right there on the 5-minute chart. Jump back to the 1 and just seeing what's available now. Just going to check in with you guys. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing on the day? I'm curious. We got a couple of people watching, and for the people that are watching, thank you very much. I love and appreciate you. Would love it if you guys comment, chat, stuff like that, because it just lets me know that you're here. Whatnot. But we've been streaming now for about a half an hour, just over like 35 minutes or so. And in that time, we've taken 7 trades. And out of those 7 trades, we had 6 winners. So that gives us, what is that accuracy rate? Let's find out. 6 out of a 7. So it's an accuracy rate of 85.7%. Pretty good accuracy. Obviously, I've got to get better at cutting my losses, but one of the reasons why I struggle to cut losses is because we'll see it like pull back and then rip back up, which actually is what happened with the loss that we took today. And so I struggle sometimes with cutting losses because they'll pull back a lot just to rip up right back up right into where your trade zone was. So sometimes I end up holding a little bit longer than I should. But high accuracy, 85.7%. By the way, guys, if you want to utilize these strategies in order to earn funding in the futures market, check out Elite Trader Funding. Elite Trader Funding is a super program. What I really like these guys has a lot to do with their customer service, but check out their products. They got a 50K evaluation right now with a $2,000 drawdown, which is a really large drawdown. With only a $3,000 profit target, you can take 8 contracts and 80 micros, 8 minis, I should say. Normally, I take five, so I'm not recommending that you go in all at max position size, but I'm just letting you know that that's available to you. But if you use the link in the description and promo code JSBEST, you'll actually get a lifetime discount off of all the products that you see here, all the evaluations that you see, with the exception of the fast track evaluations, because these are already heavily discounted. Now, you can actually get funded all the way up to 300K. And what that means is they'll actually give you a fully funded account where that you will have access to $300,000 or up to $300,000 to be able to use their money to trade with. This is by far one of the smartest ways to trade, trading with other people's money that you can actually utilize and actually earn money off of other people's money. I think this is one of the smartest ways to trade, one of the smartest ways to be involved in the markets at all. So really, really great program there. Let's go ahead and jump back into the charts and just take a quick gander at what is happening. Just like that use of the word gander, by the way. Okay, so we did get a bounce off that 35. Pretty nice bounce, actually. And we're pulling back to, let's see. We got the rejection off the 200 moving average, bounce off the 35. And 9 and 12 are like in the exact same spot. And we're actually going red on the TTM and got a red dot on the Bollinger Band as well. We do get this hammer candle, which does give me a little bit of confidence toward the upward move, but we bounced right up through that VWAP and came right back down. This does look to me, though, like we're going to continue to push up. I could be wrong, but that's what it's looking like to me. If I jump out to this 3-minute chart, 3-minute chart says the same thing, that there's a high probability that we're going to continue to push up. Let's check the 5, see what the 5 is telling us. $11.9, 9, 10. 5 is also telling us that we're continuing to move as well. So we're actually right back at VWAP. We did get back above the 200 moving average. I really want to see this 200 moving average act as support and sort of like a convergence of the 200 and the volume weighted average price. Kind of those two converging together and creating that pinch where we see that rip. I don't know if we're going to get that, but we do have the 35 crossed above the 50 somewhere back here, which is a good sign. Yeah, right there. That was a good sign for upward move. And then now the real big crossover that we're looking at is if this 50 here, this green line gets above the 200 moving average. That would really solidify the bullish move on the day. The ES is down slightly. It's down almost 0.5%. It's been up over 2% pretty much this whole week. So 12 crossing above the 9 now. Right now we're sideways, and so this is not a trade zone for me. I'm gonna wait till we have another pinch, another momentum up, or momentum down, doesn't matter, but just a momentum. Because our first real pinch was like right here with that rip, and then another rip here, which I was grateful we did actually get a chance to get a pretty sizable trade right here on this candle. We did miss a lot of this one, unfortunately, just because we ended up cutting the trade early with profit here on this doji. So unfortunately, we missed the vast majority of this move. We did get a little piece right there at the beginning of it. So some consolidation right now. This isn't a trade zone for me. This is a practice in patience right now at this point for me. Which is just as important of a skill in trading as the strategy itself. Having that patience, having the ability to just not trade, to just sit on your hands for a minute and just not trade, is just as important as actually taking trades on your strategy. Super important. By the way, guys, we got a super we have a awesome Discord group that's beginning to grow. I'm going to show you here. This is the Optimistic Futures. Optimistic Futures is this in our Discord group here. We talk about everything from entrepreneurship to we talk about everything from entrepreneurship to trading to futures to investing. So on the investing or trading aspect of things, we're talking about crypto, we're talking about stocks, forex. Well, no, so we don't talk about forex. We don't talk about no. We don't talk about forex just because I don't know really much about forex. So, but if you guys do, I would love to hear your comments on it. I would love to hear your a conversation on it because really I like to be able to trade every asset and every security that's available to me in this vast world of markets. But we do talk about futures, we talk about crypto, we talk about stocks, we talk about trading, we talk about investing, we talk about entrepreneurship, we talk about psychology and philosophy and everything that is there and necessary to create a rich and full life. Because it's all about financial independence. It's all about personal independence. It's all about understanding our own principles, our own values, and our own ideals so that we can work towards those ideals and have as much of a balanced and healthy and wealthy life um, that we possibly can. And that's really what that group is about. And I would love to have you guys join it. There's a link in the description for our Discord group. It's just joelstraight.com/Discord if you don't want to click the link, but there is a link in that description. You guys can just literally just grab it out and join the group. It's small right now. We just started it earlier this week. I want to say we started it on Monday or possibly Friday. Don't remember. But it's very small right now. But we will be growing this over the next few months to thousands of people. And several years back, I did operate a group with about 10,000 people in it with a really huge, healthy conversation. And I would love to have that again. It was incredibly inspiring, incredibly fun. And I would love to have you guys be a part of that growth. So, because I want us to all grow together. That's really important to me. Whatever that looks like. If you guys want to start your own YouTube channel, if you want to start your own Amazon store, if you want to start your own personal lifestyle brand or like a coaching brand or any of that type of stuff, I want to be there to help you guys. By the way, those are all things that I've done in the past. And so if you guys have any questions about those types of things, I'm more than happy to help you guys. I've done each and every one of those things with success. So, by all means, feel free to ask questions if you have any, if you want to learn about entrepreneurship or other type of income streams outside of trading. Let's go ahead and jump back to the chart to see how things are playing out. Looks like we are continuing to drop, but we're holding at that 50 EMA. That's really important in terms of if we do see continued bullish move or if we do see this trend reversal actually be a full-on reversal of the day. It's really important that we hold this 50 moving average. This was a really nice bounce right here off this 50. How did we get here? All right, 3 minute. 3 minute, we're still stacking on 2TM, but not much. You can see the momentum slowing down here. So 5.6 to 6.9, good momentum there. But from 6.9 to 7.8, also pretty good momentum there. But from 7.8 to 7.7, obviously not good momentum there. Let's shake this 5. So 5, we were waiting for a crossover to actually see this move continue to the upside. TTM went from 11.9 to 11.1 to 10.2 to 8.25. So this brand new candle here is actually showing us momentum, like continuing to increase, still a ways off. This really is kind of like a 5-minute play now. Went from 10.2 to 8.2 though on the TTM, and that is looking more positive on that particular indicator, but only on that indicator, because the rest of the indicators are not looking so hot. Because the 9 and the 12 are basically kind of going back and forth. The 35 is below the 50, and all of it's below the 26. So on the 5-minute chart, indicator wise, it doesn't look really great. The one sign of hope we have for the upside, though, is this TTM. Now, that's just me. That's my trading style. Y'all might have your own trading style. And if you do, I'd love to hear about it. There's more than one way to trade, and I think that it's really important that we think about those types of things. Okay, we did get that pullback now to 37.75. Do we bounce off 75? We're within, we are getting green dots. This pullback here, by the way, off this VWAP is super healthy. It's really important, actually, that we do get these pullbacks, because this is where we were at 60. We ripped up to 88. So pulling back to 75 doesn't look too bad. We just gotta wait for this. For like, basically, we'll wait for the TTM to turn yellow, and then from there we can start looking at taking longs again. I don't really want to take shorts today, and the reason why is like, well, I'd be interested in taking shorts if it drops below 75, and if it drops like heavily below, not like a buck or two, but if it drops down to like probably actually below 70. So there's a yellow on the TTM. Went from 6.1 to 5.8, and we've got about 15 seconds left in this candle. This is a fatty candle though. Look at that. Might get a rejection off this 200 moving average, but if it rejects off the 200 moving average, might be looking for an entry off of this 9 right here, that yellow line. That was a nice move. From 73 to 80. That was a huge rip. Gonna test the VWAP now. So where are we looking for an entry here? Maybe off of 82. Look for an entry off of like 82. I don't know if we'll get it. Yeah, kind of pushed up without us. Fresh candle here. Man, it's just kind of running without us. I'm trying to get entries, but missing all of them. Been waiting for like a little bit of a pullback for an entry. Just even like an intra candle pullback. Okay, there's some pullback now. Going long here. Looking for 6 ticks up. Got that. Okay, up 1,500 on the day. It was a nice trade. 6 ticks to the upside. Up 1,500 on the day. By the way, if you guys want to look to earn funding in the futures market, um, I know I've already said it a couple of times, but make sure you guys check out Elite Trader Funding. Elite Trader Funding is a super dope program. These guys can actually fund you all the way up to $300,000, and you can trade with their money. They're regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, so you know you're working with a good company. They have great customer service, a very active Discord group. They're very willing to help, and if you use the link in the description and promo code JSBEST, you'll actually get a lifetime discount off of any of the products that you see here, with the exception of the fast track evaluations, because those are already heavily discounted. Now, personally, I think the 50K evaluation is one of the best values in the marketplace. You can take up to 8 contracts in the mini with a $2,000 drawdown and a $3,000 profit target, which is actually pretty low, all things considered, in the futures market. Let's go ahead and back into these charts, because I don't want to miss this move that is beginning to happen right now. Put this at 12. And where we're looking for an entry here. I just wanted to check the 3-minute chart here. Okay, so we do get that resistance right there. 5-minute. So 3,800 really is like the scary zone. What's this at? 95? Yeah, like 90. Okay. So the one. All right, now I'm gonna be looking for an entrance, potentially for a move up to oh, we didn't get filled yet. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm looking for a move up to 92, but really, I actually think that this will go to like 95. So maybe we end up taking some swings here. Nah, 95 is a little heavy. Is it heavy though? Honestly, I don't think it's that out of the question. We have a couple minutes till 8:30. Currently break even in this trade. Our entry is off of 89. CTM went from 3.8 to 4.9. I'm expecting another pop soon. It's at 92. Down slightly in this trade, but we are up pretty nice on the day. I'm looking for a move up to like 95, which honestly would be an insane trade. That'd be a $1,500 trade. But I do feel like there's been a lot of momentum today in just some of the moves that we've taken, and so I do feel like it's possible. Got this flag forming here. 3-minute chart looking good. 3-minute chart still has TTM stacking from 10 to 12 to 13. And our next 3-minute candle is at 27, which is in a minute and a half. This is the 5 minute chart. 5 minute just got the cyan switch just now. Big pullback off there. 49585961. 2TM slowing down again. And this is literally exactly what happened on our earlier trade. So I'm actually not going to take this swing. I'm going to drop this swing down to 37.90. So we're currently down in this trade. Still up 812.50 on the day. Maybe we should have shorted off that level. Jeez. Whole neck just cracked. Got a doji here at the 9. We're looking for a bounce off this 9 EMA. Ooh, we got a cooling candle on 3 minute. That's not good. Next 3 minute candles in 2 minutes. 5 minute chart. We're still on this 5. Next 5 minute candles at 8:30. It's also in 2 minutes. And 5 minute went from. This is actually the first cyan candle, so it's at 2.3 on the 5. Still holding this trade because I do still actually think this is going to come up. We did end up break even there for a second. I honestly think this is going to go up to 37.95. But right now, our focus is just on getting out with profit. Gonna drop that just that one tick, just so that we can get out of the trade. All right, we're out. There it goes. what an emotional roller coaster that was. Hey, at least we didn't take a loss. But what a roller coaster that was. It did pop up past that 90, so we could have gotten at least like 4 ticks off that. But honestly, not a great trade, not in my opinion. I mean, you really don't want to be taking trades that are like that, because even though we got out with profit, frankly, I think it was kind of a bad trade, because at one point we were down $1,000 on that trade. We were still always up, always green on the day, but at one point in time, like I said, we were down a G in that trade. This is not a good place to be. Let's check the 5 minute chart, because this is actually really like the chart. Like I said, this is a 5 minute play, and so this is really the one. Having a lot of fun today, though. At least I am. I've been having a lot of fun trading today. So this one. Today's has been fun. A lot of momentum. I wish I was trading my evaluation, but again, I still haven't done that because I'm just not. I'm personally just really wanting to dial in this strat, and we've been green every day that we've been doing this in the sim. And that you might think that that means that the strategies dial in, but you've seen me just even on this stream right here make a couple of mistakes, and I'm trying to like eliminate those from happening. Really, and those mistakes have been entries, mainly like getting in at the wrong entry point for a potential breakout that I was looking to take. Um, Sometimes I just am entering in the wrong spot. By the way, guys, if you want to take advantage of there's just like a crazy promo going on right now at Webull, and you'll actually get 6 free stocks when you sign up for Webull. You can trade stocks, options, and crypto. I trade Webull every day. I traded it today. I trade stocks on Webull, and sometimes I trade crypto as well. The crypto trading crypto on Webull is kind of nice in the sense that you can just trade with your cash, and then just you can settle it same day. This is a pretty big pullback all the way to the view app, but it's honestly kind of cool because we're actually looking for this to bounce off the volume and average price and then move up past that. 3,800, in my opinion, is probably one of the heaviest levels. Because yesterday, like we ran into 3,800 and got this massive rejection off of it before eventually ripping back up to 3,820. But you can see at 3,820 area, we had this rejection, this rejection, this rejection, and this rejection. So we rejected 4 times yesterday at 3,820 before this morning, it having this fall down pretty substantially. So 3,800 really is one of the biggest lines in the sand. So really fun trade day today. A lot of opportunity. Really dial in these trend reversals and these momentum trades. We only took 1 loss today. How many? Let's figure out our tracks. So we took 45 contracts. That's 9 trades. So out of 45 contracts, we paid 196.20 in fees. And so let's take out our profit on that. So that puts us up $1,363 on the day, or $1,366, sorry, on the day. And out of 1,366 divided by 9, we make an average of $151.77 per trade. 78 cents. So not bad. And out of the 9 trades, we had 8 winners and 1 loser. So we had 80, let's call it 89% accuracy rate. Pretty decent day. New 5-minute candle forming in about 40 seconds. And pulling back to the view app, 12 crossing above the 9. So this wouldn't be a trade zone for me yet, even though the conventional thinking is typically to take an entry off of view app for the bounce. The 12 being above the 9 kind of makes me not want to do that. Last candle ended in a doji. This is kind of helpful, just like sitting here cross-armed. Like, it's kind of helpful for maintaining patience. I've never done that before. I did it just now, and it's kind of nice, honestly. All right, that was so this is the new 5-minute candle that I was looking at. There's that bounce off of the view up. Join the bid here. Looking for a real quick trade. Cut that. Made 312.50 off that, or no, we made 4 ticks. $250 off that one. Up 1812.50 on the day. I was gonna be done, but then I just saw this move, so it's looking really nice. This is a brand new 5-minute candle forming. So we got this pullback all the way to the view app, and now we're getting a bounce off of that. This is actually really what you want to see in trading a lot of the time, is sort of a pullback and that consolidation and then rip off that. Those are usually more solid than ones that just keep on ripping and ripping. Take a look at this 5 real fast. 5 went from 6 to 9 on the TTM. So what we'd really be looking for a continued like big rip would be the 5-minute candle to break over these highs, specifically over like 37.90. You'd want the 5 minute to end over 37.90. Right now we're actually pulling all the way back down below the view app, but we're like right at it. So fun day of trades. So we took 10 trades and lost 1. Big pullback. Whoa, look at that. Would you look at that? So 90% accuracy exactly. We took 50 contracts. This is 50 times 4.36 for our contract fees. 218 in fees exactly. So 18, 12, 50 minus 218. Profitable day of $1,594.50 in the simulator. Divide that by our 10 trades. We made an average of $159.45 per trade at 90% accuracy. Pretty dope. Pretty great day. Well, guys, that's it for me today. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. We traded for over an hour today. We had a very fun trading day. I was incredibly honored to have you guys here, Optimus. And if you guys want to connect further, have more conversation, we are developing a Discord group right now. And in that Discord group, it's pretty minimal people at the moment because we just started it not even a week ago. But in that Discord group, we're talking about everything from trading to investing to entrepreneurship and philosophy and everything like that in between. So it's all about having a healthy, wealthy, and balanced lifestyle, and that's what we got going on in that Discord group. Right now, like I said, it's fresh, it's brand new. There's not that many people in it, so if you do join in, say hi, say what up, and just introduce yourself and get to know the few people that are in there now, and we'll have more people as the months go by. So I will be taking a Christmas break for about 2 weeks in December, and I won't be streaming at that time, um, but I will be showing up in the Discord group every now and then, and probably still emailing. Whew. Awesome day of trading. Such a great day in trading, man. It really, really was. I had a ton of fun. We were really accurate, and really, it was just like just fun the whole time. So we've really been dialing in this strategy, and I can't wait to take this strategy to the evaluation. I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, but which I can do sometimes. But I'm really, really pumped to take this strategy into the evaluation, and I may actually turn this strategy into its own training. Just because it's been, like I said, we had 90% accuracy today. We made over $1,800 in the sim, and out of all that, we took minimal contracts as well. So a lot of value in that strategy. I may actually put that strategy into its own video and its own trading. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I would love to hear from you in the comments or in the Discord group or both. The comments actually help the channel grow. So, by all means, if you guys want to see me make a video on that strategy, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down there. Make sure you check the links in the description. Each one of them is valuable, and every single thing that I personally recommend is something that I personally use. Okay, I will never recommend something that I have not used myself. All right, guys, I'm gonna take off, and I hope everyone here has an amazing day. Good luck in the markets. I love you, Optimus. We'll see you out there, and we'll see you in the Discord group. All right, peace.